Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for, this is for February of 2024. So we're already in February. This year is already flying by, but we're going to jump right in here. You have this South card, it says Adventure on it, and you also have this North card, it says Expansion on it. So clearly, I feel, we're in a time of adventure. Every single person that I read for gets these cards of adventure. This doesn't mean that you have to travel. This could be an adventure of the mind. You could be, learning something new. Look, you have this To the Sea card, though. So you definitely could be going on some sort of unexpected journey here, like the Hobbit here, Pisces. Usually Pisces are like little hobbits, right? So it kind of makes sense that you could be going on some sort of adventure in your life. But again, it does feel a little bit unexpected. I don't think this is like, I'm not saying like, clickbait, this is an unexpected whatever, right? I just think that it could be an opportunity that kind of springs up for you to go on an adventure, to like learn something new, literally travel, because you have several travel cards showing up here, or just to maybe do something different in your day-to-day, right? And damn, Pisces, it is, happy birthday as well, Pisces, because it is your birth month, and it really looks really good. I think that there's a lot of good stuff here. I love the sun and the star. When they come up together in a reading, they're basically coming up in the same row here, which is great, or the same column, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But to me, it's like, represents fame and fortune. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to become famous, but, it does kind of represent a lot of attention. And again, we're clearly in a time of attention. Pluto is now in Aquarius. Probably today is the 19th, I think. I don't know. I don't know what date it is. So, it goes in on the 20th. Pluto will enter into Aquarius. It's only going to be there for, I think it retrogrades in October, and then it moves back into Aquarius to stay for 20 years in November. So, pretty big changes going on with Pluto and Aquarius. I've been talking about it for like 2 years now because it's super important. But, I feel like you're making changes here. I feel like you're like integrating two things here as well, because it's funny that you have North and South. It's like the opposite, the polar energies, right? With these two cards showing up here, it's like one is expansion, one is adventure, but it's almost like you're mixing the two together. This could be like mixing together your North and your South node, right? Or something like that. So something is going on here. You have the Three of Cups, and we're going to find out. You have the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like a positive change in your fortunes. I do feel like you're going to feel a lot better this month in general. You're probably feeling a little bit better right now. If you're watching this after the 20th of January, then you're probably going to be feeling better like at the end of this month, January into February. And it's like noticing improvements. You also have the Three of Cups, but you also have this other card here that says Hand. It says in need of help, assistance, or guidance. And I feel some of you could be attracting just like the right person, the right advice, the right information that helps you accomplish something. The reason I say accomplish something is because you have the Six of Wands here. Six of Wands is like a victory or a win, but the story of the Six of Wands is that this guy on this card has been to war, and now he's coming back from war. War is a horrible thing, obviously, so, he's been through something very difficult, and he's coming back victorious. So, I feel for a lot of you that you're kind of like coming back, after having been through, difficulties and challenges, you're coming back victorious, or people could be celebrating you now. I also, I really feel that what's going to surprise you the most probably over the next few years is, actually getting credit, Pisces, right? Where, there could be a lot of things in life where you said something and you didn't get credit for it, or, you did something and people just ignored your achievements, or, whatever the case may be. So I feel like a lot of people are going to start noticing Pisces. Obviously, you have the sun and the star here, which is a lot of attention, and it just feels like to me over like the next like 5 to 10 years that, and again, I'm not saying it's going to take 5 to 10 years. You're probably going to start noticing this now, how you start getting like more and more attention for the work that you've done, or you start, people start giving you the credit you deserve, or, whatever the case may be. And I really kind of feel that here. Like I said, there's definitely a change in your fortunes, or things are turning around for you with the Wheel of Fortune, especially if you've been working towards it. You have the Eight of Pentacles, and, one thing I will say about the Eight of Pentacles is that the Eight of Pentacles is very clear that if you've done the work, you will get the rewards. If you haven't done the work, then you won't. Just that simple. So, if you've been doing the work all along to be successful in life, it does say you will be successful. With the Three of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. You have the Four of Cups twice right next to each other here. So the Four of Cups is like disappointments. It is a card of contemplation and apathy. I do feel there is that little bit of Pisces kind of like trying to get things to work. They don't work out, and then you get super disappointed. So for those of you that are working on projects or businesses or whatever, I feel this is like the need to keep pushing forward, right? Which I always say to you. With the Six of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Damn. This is like one of the better readings I've done for you in a while. Definitely, I mean, Pisces, I've been saying it to you for like 2-3 years now. I believe that your job is to be an example. What kind of like tips me off to this is the fact that you had Uranus in your second house and, for like 8 years before it moved into Taurus, right? And, it's been in Taurus for a few years now. But, what I'm saying is that Uranus and Taurus in Aries, Uranus and Aries in your second, which is for most of you is going to be your second house, right? It's like a very, very challenging place for Uranus to be. Uranus, sucks when it's in the second house anyway, because it makes your finances very unpredictable. It's like, I always tell the story. It's like one time I needed my car fixed when Uranus was in Taurus, but I also needed money for like other things. And it's like I was always like just making just exactly the amount. Like I needed like $1,100 to fix my car at the time, and I literally made like $1,100, right? The amount of money that I needed to fix the car, but that was it. There was like no extra. So it's like, but and then there were like other things as well where it's like I would finally make money, right? And that I like needed at the time because I was making $0, and I would finally make money, and then something else would happen, like my car would break down again, and I would have to pay for it again, or I would need to go spend money on something else, right? Like something would always come up, and so what the hell does this have to do with like a global, you standing out globally? It's like whatever those lessons were for you, Pisces. It doesn't have to be what I described. It could be something similar where it's like there was always something coming up, always something, getting in the way. Your job is to like be an example, because I think everybody's about to go through what you went through during that time. We're talking about like since, 2011, 2012 until, whenever, maybe like 2018, something like that. So for those like 6 years or so. And that's really probably the peak, right? It might have started before that as well, where you experienced challenges and then things got better, and then it, kind of challenges again. And the Ten of Pentacles is like building, leaving a legacy. So it's like all those lessons you went through, I think that you're about to see, I want to spend time on this as well, because I think it's super important for you that you don't discount what you went through and what you learned, because it could make you rich with the Ten of Pentacles. It could, lead to some other form of security with the Ten of Pentacles as well. So it's like you've been to war, Six of Wands, and now it's your job, but it is your job to like, be an example, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Devil here. The Devil, can represent toxic habits and toxic things. What I would say is I would just be careful of anything toxic, like food, anything that's bad for you, all that other stuff. I do feel that, it is a time where we should be really, kind of like clean, and we should really be taking care of ourselves. And so that's kind of like the energy I get here is I would just make sure you're taking care of yourself here. It's almost like the universe. Amazing reading, clearly, but it's almost like the universe is saying, make sure you're on top of your game, right? It's like, obviously, if you're doing things that don't make you feel good, or, if you're surrounding yourself with toxic people who are negative, or, whatever the case may be, that's going to make it harder for you to be on top. And I feel this reading is saying, like, you need to be on top, but there are also, it's not like this reading is saying you are on top. It says you need to be on top, right? Which is a totally different words. And, I feel this is saying that you need to make sure you're doing the things to be on top, to get recognition, so that you can stand out, so that your hard work can pay off. Eight of Pentacles at the end. And, it's like I would make sure to do that. You have this To the Sea card, and also this Unfinished Symphony card. I do feel like some of you are like need to see something through to the end. I'm also hearing the words you already have the idea. So it's like if you're trying to grow something, or you have an idea for a business or career or something else you want to do, I feel like the universe is saying to you, that you already know exactly what to do to get to where you're going. So it's like, just see something through to the end. Don't give up here. Keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. And, I feel that there's going to be a lot of success for you here. And I really feel like you need to stick with something here as well, Pisces, like with the Unfinished Symphony card, see it through to the end, especially if it's like a project or a business or, whatever the case may be. So, it's like something, you're building a symphony in the background. You're building something that's probably going to get you a lot of recognition. So, keep pushing forward. And the Sea card is like going on an adventure. So any adventures you could go on would be a good idea. You have the Four of Cups here. Again, disappointments. I feel, but I really, that's what I feel for you, Pisces, is mostly that there have been disappointments in your life. There have been things where it's like you thought things were going to work out and then something came up in your all areas of your life, and but I kind of feel like you're like moving past this as well. So I don't know, I feel like you're like manifesting things. We're gonna have to see what that gets clarified by. You have the Knight of Cups here. Definitely could be love coming in for you, and the funny thing is that you have the North and the South, and then you have the Sun and the Star, like literally Leo, Aquarius, literally opposites, right? The Sun and the Star, so I feel for a lot of you, you could be attracting a person who is different than your usual type. You could be attracting a Leo or an Aquarius, or a person who has those signs in their chart. Could be any sign. It's a general reading. But what I really like is this Page of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is like everything you want and desire in love. So if you want love, this could be a very strong connection. To me, Ten of Pentacles is the best love card in the deck. It forms the tree of life. It's like everything you want and desire. And again, this would be like a new person with the Page of Cups, so I feel there's like an admirer. I feel like this person either already has their eye on you, or you already have your eye on a person. Take it how it resonates. Again, you have the Strength card. So again, this could be a Leo, could be any sign. You've been getting Leo like crazy, which is weird. I don't always think about Leo and Pisces together, although I know a bunch of Leo and Pisces couples, so, there you go. But it definitely could be a Leo coming in for you, and I feel it'll be very good. I also feel, I kind of feel like you're attracting a person who sees your worth here with the Page of Cups. It's like there's no guessing with this Page of Cups here to the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like this person, I almost just said this people. It's almost like this person, they're making you the offer because they see your value. Like your value is very clear to this person. I feel like they're going to treat you that way as well. Damn, Pisces, this is a good reading. With the Four of Cups, you have the Chariot. So really nice. Definitely time to go on an adventure. I would also say, like, don't be afraid to set yourself apart. He's leaving the city behind him, and that is his city. He is from that city, but everything is the same in that city. So he is needing to set himself apart. He's leaving the city so that he can be different, so that he can change, so that he can, experience something different in his life. With the Page of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, then it's for you. So it's about believing that you can accomplish something. And, excuse me, you go to the Sun and the Star. This could be knowing that you can accomplish something that's going to make you very happy. I do feel like you have your guard up in love a little bit. So again, if you want love, I would open up. Although I kind of feel like this is a person who is very sure of you. Like I said, it's like a person sees you, they want you, they're like, you're mine. With the Seven Wands, it's a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that you know that something is for you. So, there you go. With the Strength card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles is something that needs to be nurtured into existence. I was getting that feeling with the Unfinished Symphony card. If you've been working on something for a while, I feel like you just need to keep going. I know that's not a good answer, but, Ace of Pentacles is a big opportunity, and Ace of Pentacles is something that we have to work on day in, day out. We have to keep pushing forward to, have the Ace of Pentacles in life, basically. So I would just keep pushing with that energy for sure. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Crown. Are you kidding me? This card says honor and respect will come to you, and you have the Sun and the Star. There you go. You have this Hand. It says in need of help and assistance or guidance. Yeah, don't be afraid to, get guidance from people like mentors. A lot of people I've noticed for the past couple weeks have been getting these, what I would consider cards of like mentors, stuff like that. So, I feel there could be a lot of help around you. And again, it's like, kings have people who help them, right? So it's like there's no shame in asking for help or getting help from people who are important to you. You have the Sun, the Five of Cups, and the Star. Sun, a lot of attention, best card in the tarot, really, kind of makes the whole entire reading positive, but it is a very positive reading. The Sun also says that, it could be like a crown, so I feel for a lot of you that you could be getting a lot of attention on the things that you're working on. The weird part here is the Five of Cups. You have the Five of Cups, which could be regrets or sadness, but really, Five of Cups is about needing to turn around, see these two cups, being grateful for what you do have, then you get this bridge in this castle. Pisces, I know you because I am a Pisces, obviously, and, to me, this is those moments where, I think you've had so many disappointments that any disappointment kind of, sets you off right now, and I've been there in my life, where I was stuck for 4 years staring at a room in my wall, the wall in my room for 4 years, right, doing nothing. I always tell a story, and, it's I've been there, where it's I just had so many disappointments, literally my brain just could not handle it any longer. If I experience one more disappointment, I don't know what I would have done. Like, I definitely wouldn't have, unalived myself at that time, but I was definitely, like, mentally, I was kind of, like, in a place where I'm like, if I get hit by a bus, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, right? So it's like, I've been there. And, to me, I feel this is saying you need to be grateful for the things that you do have, because that will definitely keep pushing you forward. I feel like that will be the thing that will, kind of like get you to that castle, right? I also get this sense that like something is easier than you're making it as well. It's like, this is like he's grieving the loss of something he no longer enjoys, but there's something right behind him, right here. And then he gets the bridge in the castle. So I kind of feel that you need to keep things simple and don't overcomplicate things. But, that's like the only challenge here. You have the star. Star is resting, relaxing, recovering. I feel like you're being seen as a star. Like I said, I really do feel that, I say it every single reading now, that like I could title every single one of your readings, All Eyes on You, Pisces, and I wouldn't be wrong. I really feel that the energy is saying that you are getting a lot of attention. But again, and if you're sitting there saying I'm not getting attention, then you're not doing something. Eight of Pentacles. Like, Eight of Pentacles is not easy energy necessarily. It says you have to do the work. With the Sun, you have the Three of Swords. I do feel actually some of you are healing here. So some of you could be healing from, past connections, but I don't know. I feel it's like a little bit bigger picture than just love, that Three of Swords. I feel like you're just kind of healing in general. With the Five of Cups, you have the Judgment card. Yep, like I said, very powerful reading, answering to your purpose. The Judgment card is about your true purpose. And these people are being asked to leave their past lives. Again, I really feel that it's almost like you are unrecognizable to people in your life. I really feel that. I really feel that Pisces is going through, major changes. My good buddy, Chris Witecki from Serious Joy TV says, in all his Pisces readings, basically that, Pisces is going to be the one that changes the most over the next several years. And again, I really get that feeling of you being almost unrecognizable because you are elevating. And it's like, I feel like you're doing things that you've always been able to do, but, people are just starting to notice that, what you're truly capable of. With the Star, you have the Seven of Cups here. Yeah, 2 sevens right here. 2 sevens is internal fears that don't exist, so needing to let go of your fears. Seven of Cups is also the dream. The Star is, he's dreaming of all, the good things and bad things that could happen. He knows he wants to accomplish something, but there are good things and bad things in those cups. The Star says what's possible for one person is possible for you. She's pulling water from the pool of universal consciousness and pouring it onto the land right here. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be, it's like there's a lot of attention. You could be attracting a lot of good stuff into your life, but also it's like you want to do, I feel like you want to do something, whatever this is here. It's like a dream, goal, wish, or dream. And this is saying you can do it. So stop thinking about the bad stuff or the good stuff. It's like you have to find out. I always say that the Seven of Cups is my card that says you need to F around and find out, right? You need to do it. So I think it's time for you to go on the adventure of creating whatever you're creating. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this juggling card. It says, people are too busy juggling many roles or projects. This is why people have been sleeping on you, Pisces. Trying to maintain balance between work and personal life. So make sure to create balance. You have this card that says, you're currently under construction. Please be patient. Yes. I feel like you feel that you have matured slower than other people. Some of you might be saying other people just seem to get certain things or ideas or, other people seem to understand things faster than me. And, I kind of feel like you think that, right? It's maybe you feel that people just pick up on things better or easier, but it's that's from that is from the old world perspective. I think we're in this new world, which Pisces is going to swim around in very easily. So, it's one of those things where it's yeah, maybe old world stuff, the other people understand, but it's we're in this new earth, I believe. So it's you understand this time better. And again, it's up to Pisces to, again, show people how to navigate this new world. And, I've been saying this for 3 years now, at least. Probably since earlier, since 2016. You have this Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles about planting seeds in a new direction. It is also about fairness and creating balance. So, I feel like you are creating more balance in your life. Also more abundance, I'm getting. You have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords about taking a risk. Especially in the good stuff, the Five of Swords says it's time for you to take a risk that's maybe a little bit bigger than yourself because it will probably pay off. So anything you can do to step outside a comfort zone or to take a risk would be a good idea. You have the Five of Pentacles. or sorry, Eight of Pentacles, and too many fives here. The Eight of Pentacles is like work hard and a card of working diligently. So again, if you are not experiencing any of the benefits, there's no need for you to leave a comment telling me how much your life sucks. Because number one, then it's going to continue to suck because that's what you're talking about. Number one. Number two, there's something else that you need to be working on. Eight of Pentacles, I always say, like, tarot isn't magic, people. It's like you have to do something with the energy to get the benefits. And the Eight of Pentacles is diligent work, working on one thing diligently. And, it looks to me like your hard work is paying off, though. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Death card. Yeah, big transformation here. We go up this way from the Judgment to the Death card. So there's a big transformation, big change here. The other thing is that, I always say that the King here is dead on the Death card. We're in a time of the death of kings, not like literally, but maybe more figuratively. Although, like last time I said this, the Queen of Denmark stepped down. So like all sorts of weird stuff is happening, right? I'm sure we're going to see more weird stuff happening with like royal families and things like that all around the world. This is Pluto going from Capricorn to Aquarius. I mean, literally the cusp of Pluto and Capricorn, Pluto, Capricorn, and Aquarius is kind of like the death of establishment. So, anything that's been established for a long time could be transforming in some way. It doesn't literally have to be death. It could just be a transformation or a change. But again, it's time for you to rise, Pisces. That's what this reading is saying. It's time for you to rise, but it's time for you to stay on top as well. So you need to do things that people who, like the new vision, the positive vision, like what would a good king look like, and not like one of these lizard baby-eating kings that we have right now, right? That's not what we're talking about, or whatever the hell Bill Gates is, probably like a mixture between a robot and something else, right? But it's like, whatever he is, like not that. It's like, what's the positive version of leadership look like, right? And that's like Pisces' job. You have the Two Wands, literally the card of leadership, as I'm saying that. So also needing to take the risk of stepping outside of a comfort zone, right? Needing to take the risk of doing something that might be cringy. It's like, I try to make myself cringe every single day. Like, Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, by the way, she has a rule. She embarrasses herself every single day. And I adopted that rule. I've cried on camera, although it was fake crying. I had an onion in my hand, right? All sorts of crazy stuff on this channel. I had someone paint me as a fairy, which I posted, right? Like, so it's like, that when you do that, it's like nothing can hurt you. And that's why I started doing it as well. When you can embarrass yourself and you get to the point where you don't really care, right? But it's like, I kind of feel that here. The reason I'm babbling on about this is because, I feel in a lot of ways that you can become like bulletproof if you just, don't care what people think with that Two Wands and you take the lead. Because again, there might be some things that you could be doing. I knew the freaking tower was going to come up. I knew it. And we're going to talk about this, but there might be some things that you want to do where you're afraid that it might be cringy in the world or it might be different, but really it's what needs to happen. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Tower. I knew it was going to come up because of the Judgment card. So Judgment to the Tower is the most powerful combination in the tarot. It represents like a major wake-up call, a major revelation. So the whole entire reading is, this whole entire reading is talking about you, kind of like stepping into your power. And again, it's coming up, Tower's in the good stuff, so I wouldn't really worry about it. You have this Optimism card. Yeah, this is one hell of a reading, Pisces. Like, I don't think you have had a reading like this in a long time. So very powerful, but a lot to look forward to. You have this Control card. Also, this card wanted to pop out, this Defense card. So I would be careful of controlling people or people who try to control you. Like I said, this popped out with this. This one here fell into my lap when I pulled this one. So I don't really take pop outs, but it is interesting. I think you're taking control. How crazy is it, by the way, that he is sitting on top of the world? Like, are you freaking kidding me, Pisces? Literally what I've been talking about this whole entire time. So there you go. You have this Power card. Yes, it's like, can you use your power wisely? Or, can you, again, create a new form of leadership that's more positive or, whatever. Next, you have this Order card. Yeah, I feel like you need to bring a little bit of order to your life. Four Cups twice sometimes. Sometimes I feel that Four Cups is just saying that you have the ingredients to be successful. You just need to mix them all together and pop them in the oven. So, I kind of feel like that's what's going on there. And you have this Inspiration card. Literally, that's what we're talking about this whole entire time. This is Mercury in Pisces, by the way, this card. So, it's like literally your job to be an inspiration to other people, the star as well. Damn, Pisces. Probably the most powerful reading I've done for you in a while. So, love it. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.